welcome to Excalibur CCG TV's Talking Comics. I'm Olivia.
I'm Mark.
And this is a show where we talk about books that are new. But before we talk about that, let's talk about our website. It's a thing.
It is.
And where our stores are, there's 2 of them.
Shreveport, Texarkana.
On the Texas side. And also,
The phone.
Free Comic Book Day happened as of the time that you're watching this, but not as the time that we're filming this.
That's true.
So
That's right.
I'm gonna say, hey, it was awesome. Thanks for coming. Hope you got a sticker. Also, hey, as the time of filming this and as the time of watching this, Mega Sale is still gonna happen.
Yep.
And has not yet happened.
It's coming.
And I mean, it happens every year.
Impending.
But May 16th to the 19th. It sounds like 3 days because 19 minus 16 is 3, but it's actually 4 days because you have to be inclusive of the days.
Thursday through
I
Sunday.
think it's called. Yeah, Thursday through Sunday. That's 4 days. 4 whole days of everything being on sale. And we mean everything. The badges, like the little pin back buttons. The dice that you can buy individually and just buy 1 dice. The dice with our logo on it, that's pretty awesome. You should get all 3 colors. They're pretty cool.
Get several.
My grandma got them to replace all the missing dice and all her board games when she went on summer vacation with people. So, I thought that was funny.
That is funny.
And also the candy and the drinks, that's all on sale. Just come and get a candy bar if you need to. And say hi.
Yes.
It's on sale.
It doesn't cost anything to say.
Yeah. Nope, that's free. I mean, it probably costs some gas
Well,
to get here.
but you were out anyway.
Yup.
So,
Out of candy bars.
candy bars and back issues. Come restock.
Yeah. So, you know all those back issues? Speaking of, in your box that you were like, hey, I want to read that. And then you were like, I don't have money. Well, now, you don't need as much money. So, get it now and empty it out now while they're cheaper. That doesn't mean that you should keep all your books in your box for a year because we don't do that. I'm sorry. But what you do have, you should empty out now.
Yes, please.
So yeah, Mega Sale, do that. So, hey, this is a show where we talk about books that are new. How about books that are new for May 8th, 2019? That's a Wednesday. Books that are new come out on Wednesday. Let's talk about Batman and the Outsiders, #1 from DC Comics. You should know that because it's Batman. He's from Detective Comics, and DC stands for Detective Comics Comics. From Brian Hill and Dexter Soy. He's probably a soy boy. When the quest for justice drives Batman into some morally ambiguous areas, he calls in the most moral man he knows, Jefferson Pierce, aka Black Lightning. My dad has some shoes that are called Black Lightning. I thought that was pretty funny. That's why he picked that pair. And his team of operatives known as the Outsiders. That's a good book by S.E. Hinton that you had to read for school, I'm sure.
Yep.
I had to read it for school.
I did.
It wasn't bad.
It's a good movie, too.
Yup. Several years ago, Batman personally put the Barrera family into hiding after they suffered through terrible experiments at the hands of an organization called the Ark. Now, all but one of them have turned up dead, ... And Batman needs to locate Sofia Barrera before the wrong people get their hands on her and her surprising power. But it wouldn't be Batman without a hidden agenda, would it? Question mark. And when Black Lightning, Katana, and Signal, and Orphan find out what Batman is really up to, their every loyalty will be called into question.
Okay.
They have a loyalty to the reader to keep you entertained.
This is true. This is true. Alright, from IDW Publishing, Eve Stranger, #1 of 5. Written by David Barnett. Art and cover art by Philip Bond. You have unlimited funds, a jet-set lifestyle, and extraordinary abilities, and your bloodstream is filled with nanobombs. The contents of a syringe will deactivate them for a week and also wipe your memory. So what happens when you develop a sneaking suspicion that you're actually working for the bad guys? Eve Stranger, Amnesiac for Hire, High-Octane Thrills, Impossible Missions, Doomed Romance. All in one miniseries.
Perhaps in each issue.
Perhaps.
Excellence from Image Comics. This Excellence #1. Brandon Thomas and Carrie Randolph and Emilio Lopez. Spencer Dales was born into a world of magic, like most people in Image Comics. His father belongs to the Aegis.
Aegis. Yeah.
A secret society of black magicians. Why they gotta be black? Ordered by their unseen masters to better the lives of others, those with greater potential, but never themselves. Can't help yourself, but you can help somebody else. Now it's time for Spencer to follow in his father's footsteps, but all he sees is a broken system in need of someone with the wand and the will to change it. He's got the wand, I guess. But in this fight for a better future, who will stand beside him? Will it be you, dear reader?
Alrighty, from Alterna Comics.
They do stuff. Our store name is in the back of it.
Yes, it is. And, no, it was Aftershock we had a picture in. Mighty Mascots, #1 of 3. Written by Keith Gleason. Art by Ian Warianto. Say hello to the weirdest superhero group ever to grace a 4-color panel. When a local supermarket... Golly. Slow down. When a local supermarket becomes ground zero for an evil experiment, as they often do, the Mighty Mascots race to the scene, but what they find there may bring a quick end to their newfound heroics. There we go.
Whoa.
I got through it.
Did you think that of the Avengers movie that came out recently with the whole meme about it's the biggest crossover event in history? Nope. You know what it is? Red Sonja, Vampirella, Betty Veronica #1.
It's huge.
It's not a great title, but it's a great concept. From Dynamite with Amy Chu and Maria Sinapo. Mystery, murder, and mayhem descends on Riverdale as 4 of your favorite comic book women meet for the first time, except 2 of them have already done a crossover, and 2 of them have been in the same comic since the 40s. So, a string of paranormal unsolved murders leads the vampire hunter Vampirella and her sword-wielding barbarian partner Red Sonja to the Red Sonja, as I always called her as a kid, to the small, sleepy town where things always seem to happen. I wouldn't call Riverdale sleepy.
No.
Small, yes, but not sleepy. It's full of teens doing wild stuff every day.
Hijinks.
Hijinks. Slice of life hijinks. There they discover Betty and Veronica, investigative reporters for the high school newspaper. Also hot on the trail of the same killer. It's Riverdale all over again.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. Now, the return of a semi-old favorite, Samurai Jack. Lost Worlds, #1.
Semi-old, semi-favorite.
Yep. I like Samurai Jack. IDW Publishing. Paul Allor writing. Art and cover art by Adam Bryce Thomas. Samurai Jack 2.0. Under the leadership of the benevolent Samurai Jack, society has prospered. Everything is in line with his philosophies, his storied stoicism, and, of course, his hair. Of course, this is all news to Jack, who doesn't much care for this imposter using his name. What? But which one is the real Samurai Jack?
When I think Samurai Jack, I don't think hair. I think Johnny Bravo when I think hair.
Johnny Bravo.
Star Wars AOR, Age of Rebellion? Probably. Boba Fett, #1 of 1, because we need to put numbers on everything.
Yes.
said.
Because we're Marvel.
Marvel Comics. With Greg Pak and Mark Laming. Or Lamine. The Hunter's Heart. In the implacable bounty hunter who tracked down Han Solo. Okay. Boba Fett earned his reputation as one of the greatest villains in the galaxy. Did he, though? Is he, though? I don't think so. I thought that was Darth Maul.
He's, yeah. I'm not going to rant about Star Wars. Again.
But what happens when Boba Fett picks up a trail of an actual villain? Find out what kind of heart, if any, beats under that Maladorian armor. What if this is how we found out he was a robot?
I don't know, but I'll tell you how he...
robot with the Wilhelm scream.
When he picks up the trail of an actual villain, then somebody else will capture him and give him to Boba Fett, like what always happens. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. The not event.
Mm-hmm.
That you will...
It's a tie-in.
It's a tie-in, that's right. To a not event.
That's in every comic you've seen, and gets its own crossover comic with like 3 different super people that I know of so far. There could be more later. And even more of its own comic. Like Force Strike, or Strike Force, whatever it was.
Strike Force, yeah. Strike Force. Yes. This is War of Realms from Marvel. New Agents of Atlas, number 1 of 4. Written by Greg Pak. Art by Lim. And Gang Hyuk.
How does Art Pak have the time?
How does he?
For Star Wars and War of Realms.
He's a busy man.
Up and coming Brian Michael Bendis, am I right?
Well, Greg Pak's usually pretty interesting, though. And stuff happens in his books.
Shots fired.
Yes. As Sindir, immortal queen of Muspelheim, and her legions of fire demons march on Asia, it's time for a new band of heroes to unite to protect the Pacific Rim. Having brought together a ragtag team of heroes to defend the Earth from an alien invasion in the past, can Amadeus Cho reassemble his protectors, Shang-Chi, Silk, and Jimmy Woo to save the world from incineration? And where is Kamala Khan? And just who are Crescent, Io, and Luna Snow?
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Featuring Marvel's newest heroes from China, Arrow, A-E-R-O, and Sword Master, and a mysterious new Filipino heroine named Wave.
In all caps.
Wave. Yes.
Yep.
And that's it for the number 1s this week.
I thought there were like a lot.
Yeah, well.
That we didn't list.
That's all we're going to talk about. There's more stuff.
That's all the ones we're talking.
Yes. Plenty more stuff, as always. Loading up the shelves.
It's not leaving stuff that's not a number 1.
It's true.
Whoa, it's like that's what regular comics are.
There's probably more not number 1s than number 1s.
What? Never seen that before.
Okay, now we're going to move into...
something old and something new.
Yeah.
I'll do the new.
Okay.
Speaking of events that are events, Year of the Villain.
And they're not ashamed to say it.
They're not. And from what I've seen listed here in the back of the book, conveniently placed, of what all the issues are going to be that are tie-in issues, that are actual tie-in issues and not tie-in series. And then also their own, the ones that are going to be just a one-shot. So I think this one is a one-shot, I'm not totally sure. It says number 1, and I guess, does DC do the number 1?
Yes, they do.
Oh, no.
Yes, they do. Everybody does the number 1 shot.
It's only 25 cents!
It is.
And I don't usually read DC, but it was good. If you've been reading the DC books, like Justice League and League of Doom and whatnot, then you already kind of know what's happening with Leviathan and Lex Luthor, and maybe you already know that they kind of rewrote Cyborg's past again. Like the fact that he can regrow body parts, such as his tongue. And his technology is from Apocalypse. And that's why Darkseid cares about him. I don't fully understand what happened with any of that part of the book, but I get most of the other stuff, and I'll probably keep reading that one if more that's not number ones come out. Hey, guess what? Is not an event, but a series. Deceased.
Yay, zombies.
Oh, the cyborg stuff happens in Deceased, not in the
Well, that's okay. It was
you
a lead-in.
Want to hear some
it was
stuff
a segue.
About Cyborg that was never actually Cyborg stuff that I grew up knowing? He's from Apocalypse? What? Darkseid cares about him? What? He spreads a virus that spreads through, like, technology stuff because he's connected to the Wi-Fi, but you don't have to be on social media to contract it. You just have to look at a screen. What? And then you become a zombie thing?
He can regrow his tongue?
Whoa! You gotta read this one. So here's the regular cover with all the like DC blurbs that they throw everywhere. And then here's the horror variant. There's two kinds of variants. This one's the horror one, and from what I understand, it's like not necessarily movie posters, but movie themes. Like this one's It. Oh, specifically horror movie themes, not just movies. And then the like regular kind of variant that where you don't know what you're gonna get because it's different every time. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the issue because that's how variant covers go.
It's true.
And regular covers a lot of the time.
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
So you can get all three covers and get all that, and then you can get all of the War of the Realms.
Yes.
Tie-ins and stuff, and it'll just be a couple $100.
And Year of the Super Villain. But that's only 25 cents. So it's $200.25.
Yeah. Hey, guess what else is 25? A book that you're gonna talk about.
Is it?
$25.
Oh, 20. That's true. 25. That's right. It is $25. $24.99 even. And yes.
That's cheaper.
It is cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. Illusionary. But anyway, this is Mighty Thor / Thunderstrike. This is the story of how Eric Masterson became Thor and then later became Thunderstrike.
I thought he looks cool.
He is. It's a cool character.
He's got like a jacket going on.
Yeah, the Thunderstrike. Yeah, the ponytail.
I guess it's more of a vest.
Yeah.
Than a jacket.
But that's a cool character. Eric Masterson, yes, the first guy to get the power of Thor, but since Donald Blake, Thor was just regular Thor running around. Anyway, things happen. Eric Masterson, Thor is, well, I won't spoil it. But anyway, this has Thor 431 through 433 and 457 through 459. Thunderstrike #1 they throw in there. And this has, I mean, it's got Ulick, it's got Loki, it's got a Hercules appearance. All the stuff you want from Thor. Very fun stuff.
Yeah, I want Hercules when I read Thor.
That's right. They're bros. But anyway, they don't even fight in that one. They just kind of gripe at each other. But yes, Eric Masterson, cool character. They killed him off. He's dead, but his son's running around, and he's in as Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a War of the Realms tie-in, which you need to buy that too to get everything War of the Realms. Anyway.
The idea that I said, my assumption that I had when War of the Realms was first introduced was, oh, you don't have to buy all of it now because it'll probably be a TP with all of it in there.
Not enough paper in the world to print that trade paperback.
No.
They're still growing trees right now as we speak to make paper for that trade paperback.
I think it might be an omnibus, like the Walking Dead one that just falls apart immediately because it's so big.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for that part of the show, and that's it for pretty much the whole show. So
you should like and comment and subscribe and share and hit the bell for notifications.
Absolutely.
And like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter that I don't know when the last time we used it was.
It probably, when Chris Hunter was, it's been years.
You want to make sure you don't miss out on Free Comic Book Day next year.
That's right.
First Saturday of May, every year.
Yes.
And you want to know what books are going to come out that you might possibly get a chance at getting, because, you know, there's the 12 gold sponsors that we're definitely going to have, but then everything else we may or may not have. But freecomicbookday.com.
There you go.
And they'll tell you in like November and December. And it's way before May.
Yep.
And then you could be like, hey, are you going to get this one? And we'll be like, yeah, we're going to get this one. And then we can maybe tell you.
And you can sign up for them on your pull list. We'll hold them for you.
Do that.
Yes, please.
They'll have a sticker on them, maybe. But
do it for Johnny. Do it for Johnny. Outsiders.
Okay.
At least I think it's Outsiders. It's one of those movies.
I don't think it is, but that's okay.
It's one of those movies. Okay, that's it.